Hi folks, welcome to Car Mechanic Simulator 2015 for another car rebuild. Today we are going to be building the Mayen, hold on, the Mayen M8. So first of all we'll move it to the left. We'll take this over with us. So we'll stick this here. First thing we do is we'll strip out the lights. Then we'll get the rear of the car out, so it's not getting any rear lights. Right, let's see if we're going to be able to repair everything. Broke some things, so let's see what we've got. Don't think we had a hood to begin with. No. Right, so the bumper's fine, light's fine. So we need a red light. That's fine, fine. Need a trunk. Bumpers are fine. Right, so we need a hood. Mayen M8. M8. So we need a hood, need a front right light. We need both right tail lights. We need a trunk. And that should be all the bodywork. Yep, just need to do this. That should be the car ready now. Yep, 100%. So first things we're going to do is we're going to get the supercharger in there. Oh, didn't mean to put it that way. Put it back on. Right, I think this is a rear drive. Might be an all wheel, I can't remember. But I think it's a rear wheel. Yeah, it's just a rear wheel drive, okay. So we'll take it from the back. We'll get the rear of the car. Shock absorbers is okay. Now we'll get the fuel tank out. Get this out. I'm assuming that's A as well. That's a B, okay. No worries. Then we take this out of here. Then we take the bottom bar out of the way. Then we can get that out, which lets us take that wheel off. We'll get the mufflers out. So I think this is pretty much going to be the same as the previous car we done, the Echo's Cobra, by the looks of it. Then we'll get the upper suspension arm out of the way, get the rubber bushing out of the way. We can take the sway bar out, the bottom arm, and then the bottom other arm. Then we can get that out of there. Then we just need to take the brakes and stuff out of this bit. And we'll take that out of there, take the brake off, then we can get the wheel hub off. And then we can get the wheel off. So once we get to the drive shaft, we'll leave the drive shaft off because obviously we need to get into the gearbox at the front of the car, so yeah. Okay, so we'll take the crossbar out of there. Let's see what we can fix. I think we're going to lose a few things here, I think. Well, it's been nice to us. It's the same as the last episode, they were kind to us. Right, so rear knuckles are fine. What we need to do, first of all, we need to get tank. So we just get a bunch of V8 stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Exhaust manifold for V8. I don't know which one of them it needs. So I think it might need that. We need 2 of those. No, that's a rear muffler. V8 OHV. Right, so now we need fuel. We need what else do we need? Flywheel, clutch. But obviously that's a little bit later on. But we can get the exhausts on there. And get a nice new fuel pump in there. We need rubber bushings, rear suspension arm stuff. So we need rubber bushings. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2. We need brakes. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know why I bought 2 of those, but oh well. Let's see if we can get some nice rims. Nice rims. I feel like 1, 2, 3, 4. Will do. So we need a rear, and I'm sure it's A. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and I think it's paper B we need. Fine. Rubber bushing in there. Get a rubber bushing in there. So we need a rear suspension arm A. Rear suspension arm A. These should be fine. And the upper arm's fine. Now we just need to get the sway bar in there, along with the end link in there. I'm just going to have a little quick bite to eat here. Right, let's get this bit in. Wheel hubs are fine. We need the wheel hubs. There, and then we need a drive axle, which is fine. Brakes in there. Then we get nice new wheels on there. So supercharged, so I'm expecting a bit of horsepower in it. Not massive horsepower, but a decent amount, hopefully. Okay, that's fine. So we get this side should just be all together now. There, drive axles in there, brake drum, shock absorber, suspension arm, rubber bushing in there, rear suspension yes, rubber bushing in here, and then get the other suspension in there. Then we can get the end link in there, suspension, springs, the upper suspension, that should be, that's in there. Then we can get the brakes on here, then we can get the wheel on that side, and that's the rear of the car finished. Right, let's get the exhausts in there. Right, what do we need? So we need 2 rear exhaust, just exhaust pipes. Cool. And I get these middle mufflers out of here, and the catalytics. Middle muffler. And get those catalytics out of there. The front exhaust pipe. Front exhaust pipe. And then we can get these back on. And there, and there. Perfect. Right, let's get the gearbox out of there. Get the new bits in, and then we can put the gearbox back in. Put the drive shaft back on. That's in there, get the gearbox back on. The starter in here. Oh, missed about that. I should be able to grab the drive shaft for there. There, and there. and in there. Right, so that's the rear finished. Let's get the front in. Perfect. Right. Let's get this out of the way. In there, in there, and in there. So we can leave that. So we'll take this down. What am I bringing it down for? Oh, since it's down, you might as well take the engine out. Right, 7 out of there, throw it out of here. Fuel, battery, should be an ABS module, that's over there. In there. Take that out, take that out. Let me strip the car out. So we need an air filter, alternator, we've got that, we've got all that. We've got the engine heads, we just need pistons. We've got the fuel filter, I believe. Let me check. I'm sure we got the fuel filter. Yeah, we did. Okay, ignitions 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we got the power steering pump. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And everything else we've already got. Okay, so let's continue stripping this out. Get the engine heads covers out of the way. Just realised I forgot to take the exhaust manifold out for the other side. Right, same out this side. Now we take the fun part. I'm getting all these belts out of the way. The alternator can just go straight back in. So the power steering needs to come out as well, but we need to take the belts off for that. Oh, So we take that out, put the other one in. I bought two of them. How'd I manage that? Take these rollers off. Pump out. Crankshaft. Pulley. More rollers. And one more. So this can now come off. Now we can take these out. We need to take that off first. That's that out. Now we take these off. And you can put them back in. More. And the other engine head in. And we can get the spark plugs in here. We can get the camshafts in. We get the cam gears. We can put a new one in now. Then we can put the other side back in. Out, 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 and out. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we can put the new ones in. 2, 3, and 4. Put the new head in. And the spark plugs in. Two. Oh, not that one. Out you come. That's 3 and 4. And put the camshafts in. Cam gear, exhaust manifold, then we need to get the front back in. Get that on there, that one in there, so we can get the belt on. But we've not got the fuel rails, forgot them. Let's DI's in, yeah. Fuel, rail, DI. And there. Then we'll just get the cover back on and get all the belts back in, and that'll be this ready to go. That belt on there and there. Get the crankshaft pulley back in. And get the roller over here back in. And get the belt back on over here. Built tensioner. That bit over there, and the idler roller in there. Perfect. Now just get these back on. Ignition cones back in. Okay, so that's the engine. Let's see what parts we can fix. I think we just fixed everything there. Cool. New air filter in there. Air filter cover. Clips in here. Clip and clip. Get the radiator on, the radiator fan. Brake servo. I think we need to buy a battery though. Right, let's get a battery. Then we need the front stuff. So that from here looks like just a normal front. Yeah. Sway bar and a sway bar, normal sway bar. Front. Right, so we need the front. It's just a normal front sway bar. And it's A. Then we need tie rods. Then we'll see what the rest we need. We need to get the battery back on here. Cool. Right, let's get it lifted. We can put the oil pan as well back on while we're under here. Right, that's the oil pan back on. Let's get these wheels off and get them fixed up. Get the outer tyre rod, the inner tyre rod, the sway bar links out of there, you out there, out there, you out there. Then we can take that off. And that can come out of there. And we can take this side out. The front end didn't look as good as the back end. The back end was alright looking. But the front end's looking pretty rusty. That's what I have noticed about it. rebar, rubber bushing, and less rubber bushing. This should now come away. Right, so that's the front suspension out. We'll fix up what we can. Not too bothered about the wheels. That's fine. We'll get the front suspension in over here. I don't think we actually broke anything, did we? So everything, no, forgot to buy rubber bushings for the front. I don't think we broke anything for this, the front. So I think the whole car should be fine. We just need to get it up and together. And there, and then there. And the fronts, and here. I think we've done. Yeah, this side's done. These don't really need much. The ones that just hit the front suspension rather than the double. Because they don't take the upper suspension. If we get this in here, then that's all the rubber bushings done. Get that in there, that in there, the tie rods are done. Get the suspension. Springs, shock absorber, and the brakes. Look at that. There, steer. Once we've got all this in, that should be pretty much done. Nice wheel, and there. Right, so we should be in theory finished. Let's check. Yep, 100%, perfect. So now we're going to take it to the dyno test and see how much more horsepower we get out of it. So the original 450, so I'm thinking maybe 700-800 horsepower. Let's take it. Oh, we need to get oil in it first. Oil. Right, let's move it. Right, let's see what we can get out of this. Well, it's more than I thought, 850. You reckon about 900 maybe? Let's see what we can get out of this. That'll be up. test run. Nice. 918 horsepower. Lovely. Okay. So we're going to do our usual, paint it, and then see what we're driving next. So we're going to paint it our usual colour. Yes. So, looking beautiful. So thank you all very much. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Car Mechanic Simulator with the beautiful Mayen M8. So I'm going to put this away back into the parking garage. And we're going to take a look at what we're going to be building next. It's not the DeLorean, because we've already done that. It's the Salem Flemo, which I believe is sort of a like, muscle car, I believe. All the Salems are muscles, so let's take a look, see what we're working with. Interesting. It's sort of like a AMC Pacer a bit. So this is going to be our next build. So until then, thank you all very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Car Mechanic Simulator. I just want to see the state of this. Right, so that's going to be a hell of a car to rebuild, and we're going to be rebuilding the entire thing. So until then, goodbye.